Welcome back. So as we were going through the introduction of Ayurveda, and we have come across the definition of the different terms of complementary and alternative medicine and the literal meaning of Ayurveda and the different fundamentals and the basic principles and the foundations on which the Ayurvedic principles lie. We have seen Panch Mahabhuta, Tridosha, and we had covered in the previous session Sapta Dhatu. To summarize that, we have seen that Sapta Dhatu comprises of 7 basic tissues, that is the Rasa Dhatu, Rakta Dhatu, Meda, Mamsa, Majja, Shukra and Asthi. And to move on quickly, the Rasa Dhatu is responsible for providing nutrition to all cells, tissues and organs in the body, and the Rakta supplies oxygen to all structures in the body. It is also responsible for maintaining strength, health and happiness. It supports the function of skin and sense organs. We have already covered that. The Meda Dhatu is responsible for lubrication and providing strength and nutrition to the bones, joints, tendons and ligaments. And the Mamsa Dhatu, it mainly is concerned to provide strength to the body and protecting the internal organs. And the Majja Dhatu, or the nervous tissue, is responsible for providing nourishment to Shukra Dhatu and all functions of bone marrow, brain and nervous tissue represent the functions of Majja. And coming to the Shukra Dhatu, it is not only the constituents of semen or ovum, it also includes all generative tissues and stem cells in the body which are responsible for cellular regeneration and reproduction. And lastly, Asti Dhatu. The main function of Asti Dhatu is to protect the delicate nervous tissue, brain, spinal cord and support bone marrow. And after that, another important aspect under Sapta Dhatu is the Dhatu Agni. Now according to the Ayurvedic principles, each Dhatu has its own specific Agni, and we know Agni or Teja stands for energy or fire. This is called Dhatu Agni, that is the Agni of the Dhatus. This Agni relates to the specific enzymes, chemicals and processes in the body that help to convert Dhatu to higher Dhatu or Upadhatu, that is the secondary tissue. These metabolic processes also give rise to waste products, which are called Mala in Ayurveda, and Mala translates to the excretory material. These include nail, hairs, saliva, tears, earwax, stools, urine, sweat, etc. Now what is the precursor of Sapta Dhatu? From where are these all coming from? Obviously, it's the food. The food is the precursor of all tissues, and the waste products of food are stool and urine. I am coming to the Panchsheel, that is the qualities or the characteristics of the drug or the substance. We will see this in the coming slides. Before that, we'll just go through what is Tridosha and what do you mean by Vata, Pitta and Kapha. When the 5 eternal substances or the elements, that is the Panch Mahabhuta, that is space, air, fire, water and earth, combine to form the human body, they do so by creating 3 vital energies or doshas. Now in other words, doshas are the physiological factors of the body. These are the forces that govern all psychophysiological functions in the body and mind, And by understanding the relationship between them, a Ved, that is the Ayurvedic practitioner, may make a diagnosis of the disease affecting a patient. In other words, we can understand that these are the forces that manifest in the body, and one of them out of the Vata, Pitta and Kapha dominate in the human body. The variable combinations of the principles in Panch Mahabhuta make the Tridosha in the human body. And it is thought that when the Tridosha are in equilibrium, the body and mind are healthy and a sense of well-being exists within a person. It is difficult to draw similarities between the philosophy and modern science, but we may agree that a sense of well-being exists in most of us when we are rested, well-fed and exercised. That is the three principles of good health: sleep, diet and exercise. So now you can see here the three different doshas, Vata, Pitta and Kapha, and they are the combination of the classical elements, the Panch Mahabhuta. So when we see Vata, it is a combination of Akash and Vayu, space and air, and it is concerned, or it indicates, the physical and the mental activities going on in the human body, and this is related to the nervous system. And the Pitta dosha is a combination of Teja and Jal, that is energy or fire, and Jal, that is liquid or water, and this is concerned and related to the biochemical and energy systems and the different processes related to these systems which are going in the body. And the specific systems consist of the hormonal, digestive and metabolic systems. Now coming to the Kapha dosha, that is made from Jal and Prithvi, liquid and solid. Now this is the integration of the structural elements of the body, that is the tissues and the organs. Now we can sum it up as in one line as the indicators of good health, that when all three doshas are in balance and all seven dhatus, the sapta dhatu, that is the tissues, are functioning properly, and all the five senses are functioning normally, and then the mala, the normal elimination of waste products, is obtained, and the channels of the body are unimpeded, that is not obstructed or hindered in any sense, and then this is called the perfect harmony of mind, body and consciousness, which is obviously the result is the individual is happy. Now let us see what is Panchsheel, as we have seen in the previous slide, that Panch Mahabhuta, Tridosha, Saptadhatu and Panchsheel. So before going to the Panchsheel, we need to understand that the word Dravya Guna, Dravya, D-R-A-V-Y-A-G-U-N-A, Dravya Guna, means the science dealing with properties and actions of drugs, that is the pharmacology. This is the counterpart of modern pharmacology in a layman's words. The gunas and the different aspects, gun means the qualities of a pharmacological substance, can be divided into five types: the Rasa, Guna, Vipaka, Virya and Prabhava. Rasa consists of the taste of the drug, and Guna is the physical attributes of the drug or the properties, and Vipaka is the end product of all digestive transformations, that is the final transformation, and Virya relates to the potency of the drug, the efficacy of the drug, and Prabhava is independent of the above four, and it relates to specific power of the drug. And Rasa, the taste of the drug, we have 6 types of Rasa, that is the taste. One is Madhura, that is sweet, and Amla, that is sour, and then the third one is Lavana, that is salty, and then we have Katu, that is pungent, and we have Tikta, that translates to bitter, and we have Kasaya, that translates to astringent. And then coming to the Guna, the physical attributes of the drug, we have 10 pairs. That is, a drug might be hot or cold in nature, or wet or dry, or heavy or light, or gross or subtle, or dense, thick, or easily flowing, or static or mobile, or it might be dull or sharp, or it might be soft and hard, and another one is smooth and rough, and the 10th attribute or the property is cloudy and clear. Now coming to Vipaka, that is the end product of all digestive transformations, and Virya again is Sita Virya and Ushna Virya, and Prabhava consists of the chemical composition and the site of action of drugs, which is related to pharmacokinetics. Now let us summarize some important terms we just came across, that is the bhutas, that is the elements, and doshas. As you know, bhutas is related to Panch-mahabhuta. You can call it bhuta or mahabhuta, and doshas are the humors or the temperaments related to the Tridosha, and dhatu is the tissues, that is the sapta dhatu, and dravya is the drug or substance. Panch stands for 5, sapta stands for 7, and sheel means the pharmacological principles. Now let us see the act pertaining to the Ayurvedic formulation. It defines as in the Drugs and Cosmetics Act 1940, which encompasses all medicines. This is intended for internal or external use, and the medicines covered under this act may be for or in the diagnosis, treatment, mitigation, or prevention of disease or disorder in human beings or animals, and they may be manufactured exclusively in accordance with the formulae described in the authoritative books of Ayurvedic systems of medicine, specified in the first schedule of the Act. So before starting the enumeration and the detailed study of the different dosage forms, the Ayurvedic dosage forms, and as per our record, we need to cover Asava and Arishta, Gutikas, Telas, Churnas, Lehas, and Bhasmas. Before that, we need to see that the basic principles of Ayurvedic dosage forms is synergy, apposition, enhancement, protection, and balance. These things will be covered in the coming videos. It was a very nice interaction, and we look forward for the next slide in the coming videos. Thank you very much.